So you're wondering, why should you build this item Voltaic Cyclosword on kled? And let me tell you guys, I think this item is actually really good as of lately, especially after the 14.20 patch. And before it wasn't that good, but after you just pretty much nerf everything, this item actually shines more than others. So one of his core item builds for a long time was like Hubris into crit, but then crit got nerfed. So now in a lot of games now, you don't really take a Tiamat item. So like Ravenous Hydra, Profane, or Titanic, which that one's god awful. But the reason I think that you should build this item is, I mean, aside from a lot of people building it and the statistics backing it up, I think it actually is a quality of life item on kled. So even as a kled main, I oftentimes miss my rope in lane, and that in and itself pretty much makes or breaks the character. So like that's the unfortunate part about kled, is like that a lot of other top laners like Mordekaiser get the luxury of that, they can pretty much miss every ability and still win the fight. That's not the same with kled, and probably that's probably the reason why not a lot of people play him, but that's for another video. But yeah, this item is pretty good. I'll show you guys an example of how to use this item, or how I would use this item. It's mainly to get on top of carries and very mobile champs, but pretty much how it works, if you don't know, if you've never used it, the item is you have to charge up the item, and then with your next auto attack, and it will slow the target to, I believe, 99%, which is more than enough to make them pretty much immobile, and you 100% will land your hook unless they flash. It's almost a guaranteed flash, and once you hit your rope, it's pretty much a wrap from there, and you're kind of like stuck on them like glue, kind of like Briar. All right, guys, I think I can finally exemplify this right here, guys. All right, so this Jinx is probably gonna stay. Yeah, she's gonna attack this. I should be able to get her. All right, so here I want to dash onto her, auto attack, Q, E again, and she's dead. That's the combo for you guys. Yeah, it's basically, it's really not that difficult. You want to E, auto attack, and not throw your rope. And actually, you don't even throw your rope right away. Assuming they don't flash, you have time to, you can take your sweet time to throw your rope, because the 99% slow lasts for about like 1 second. It says it's 0.75 seconds in the item description, but it feels like a lot longer than that. Basically, you want to hold on to your rope if you can, to maximize your lockdown on the ADC. If that makes sense. Also, one thing I want to say, guys, Voltaic Cyclosword isn't actually viable every game, but I would say in majority of games it is. All right, also as a bonus tip, if you guys want to land more ults with kled, something that you can do is try to use your ult when someone's in the middle of a fight or they're busy hitting a turret, because a lot of the times people don't expect to get ulted, or they might react slower when they're doing something. Like probably when they're pushed up, it's better than like them, like, I don't know, like glass hitting. Something that I often do is I try to get really close with my ult. So like, even though the ult has a big ass radius, I will try to only use half of it. That way I get really close to, let's say, like an ADC that's like, I don't know, like pushing up a little bit too much. There's pretty much no counterplay to her getting out of your combo, so she's pretty much dead. So that's one thing kled's really good at, is punishing ADCs that push alone. Thank you guys for watching today's video.